tell me about how you and Pawpaw met.
He went to school at McNeese. He finished high school, he played basketball, they won the state championship. And when he graduated, he and his friends went to Ole Miss. And then the war came on, and they were gonna be drafted, and they would be drafted in the Army. And he didn't want to go in the Army, he joined the Air Force. He got sent to California, and he stayed there the whole time. And when the war was over and he got out of the service, he could not get back in Ole Miss. There was no rooms, it wasn't a big college at that time. They didn't have any place to stay, and all the classes, everything was full. And he said, we didn't want to go to Mississippi State, it was a cowboy shoe. But we went to LSU, he said, well, let's go see it at LSU. They didn't like it. He said the people weren't friendly. Now, I don't know how they ended up in Lafayette, but he said later on, he said those coon asses were friendly. And that's why he stayed there. And he played basketball. And they had a basketball team, and that's why he met Lloyd, because Lloyd played basketball, and he was there. And he would be going in the building, and I would be coming out. He was coming out, I was going in. And at that time, he sprained both ankles. And I would meet him, I thought he was a cripple boy. And he would, walk out, and I'd go out, and hello. Everybody told him hello. They didn't have to know, just hello. And so we lived across the street out in Amatoro. It was across from the tennis court. And this girl that I was friendly with liked to play tennis, so she and I would go play tennis. And it was a while later, we went to play tennis, and I saw him playing tennis, and I said, I thought he was crippled. What's he doing playing tennis? Well, anyway, his two friends would come out there, and I'd talk, they might have talked to you. And they said, well, he's our friend. He played tennis in high school. He played basketball.
Uh-huh.
But he sprained both ankles, and he can't do that anymore. The doctor told him, if you sprain them again, you're gonna be a cripple. So you think before you go back. And so he quit, and he liked to play tennis. And so he would go play tennis. And this girl, I would go with her, and that's where I saw him. And actually, everybody talked to you, And so I actually dated one of his friends that would be out there. And then they left school, and he was the only one that stayed. And I'd see him, and so I dated him, and that's how I met him, at the tennis court.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how I met him. I thought he was a cripple when I first saw him. He'd be coming out of a building, and I'd be going in, and he could hardly walk, and he said, but I really wanted to play basketball, and that's why he and Lloyd were so friendly. It was when they got to know each other. And then when he went to McNeese, he worked with Betty. She was the president's secretary, and married